This is the time that I'm gonna decide that it's overrated and I don't know what I was thinking.
Today our video is going to be all about our travel day from Islamorada to Key West. Then we're going to show how we spent our first night and first full day on the island. But first, let's talk about all the ways there are to get to Key West.
To get to Key West, you can fly from the Tampa Bay area. Silver Airways has a direct flight from the Tampa airport to Key West. Allegiant Airlines has a direct flight from the Clearwater airport to Key West. You could also drive to Fort Myers and take the ferry. There's a ferry that goes from Fort Myers to Key West. You can stay as long as you want. You don't have to go there back in one day. We chose to drive this time. Depending on where you're going in the Keys, it can be anywhere from where we live between 5 hours to Key Largo. And then Key West is around 7. That's just a ballpark. And also it depends wildly on traffic. As you know, Florida traffic can be crazy, especially when you are crossing through so many cities to get somewhere. So, going through Bradenton can get pretty busy. Sarasota, Fort Myers area, Naples, and then of course you have Miami. So all of those places have the tendency, or not the tendency, but all those places give you a chance of traffic being crazy and increasing your trip by potentially hours. And then of course, driving from Key Largo to Key West, if there's an accident or anything like that, it's one road in and one road out. So if there's an accident that closes the road, you could be sitting for a very long time. So I think I made my point. I'm rambling now, but the point is that traffic can make it a very different scenario.
The Florida Keys are so much more than just Key West, and one benefit of driving instead of flying or taking the ferry is that there's a lot to do on the way. On this trip, we make 3 family-friendly stops on our way from Islamorada to Key West. Our first stop was at Plum Beach in Marathon. This beach is one of our favorite stops, but the water tends to be pretty rocky, which it's not actually rocks, it's coral from the coral reef. And it's also almost like a muddy texture. I know that this does not make it sound like a big draw to make you want to come to this beach, but I'm just being realistic with you. The Keys really are not known for their beaches. We don't mind, but it helps to have realistic expectations. We know what to expect when we go. And so I just don't want you to be disappointed. But for a beach that's less rocky and less muddy feeling, you'll be more interested in our next stop.
Sombrero Beach is our next pit stop. We are actually leaving, and this is a win. They have a really nice playground for the kids, tons of picnic areas, restrooms, green spaces to play sports. We are happy as long as we have snacks. The water is the closest you can get, I think, to a sandy beach. Crystal clear, gorgeous day. A little bit busier than other beaches, but probably because it's so much nicer. And you can see all the palm trees behind me. It really feels like you're on vacation, which obviously, you are. So it is gorgeous. This is our favorite stop so far, I think. So we're making good time. I feel like we are filling up the day nicely in a way that's fun, where we're not in Key West just sitting around waiting. I was a little bit worried about traffic going from the Upper Keys into Key West, but that has not been a problem. So then I was worried about getting to Key West too early, but we have found the most fun ways to spend our day in a way that's genuinely fun and not, just a waste of time, I guess you could say. So now we are in Big Pine. They just built a brand new park. It's behind me. It's probably hard to see, but I am walking the dog right now. There's a really nice trail that goes all the way around this area. I think it's like the community center area. There are picnic tables for picnics, obviously. There's a baseball park, a playing park for kids, and then it looks like they have concerts and things here too. There is a big like open area for soccer. There's just you know, it's a gorgeous place to stop and break up your trip if you are wanting to get out and stretch your legs, especially because not a lot of people stop in Big Pine, so it's not going to be very busy. There's 2 other families here total right now. I wanted to show you these basketball courts. This is crazy. There are 3 of them. This is huge. What a neat asset to have in your community. It's really, really cool. And I know you probably can't tell from here, but it's right on the water. So here's the little walking path. Here is the amazing baseball field. And more walking. Goes all the way around. And also, this isn't super unique. I still think it's cool, but quite a few places around Florida have these little, kind of like a mini gym. You can see up here, just past the dog waste station, there are some exercise equipment stations that you can do. So you can kind of like jog, and then you can hit up these stations for a full workout. I'm realizing I missed a few things. There's a pickleball court over there, and there is also this skate and bike park. Obviously there are plenty of restrooms, which is nice. This is an incredible little area. Highly recommend if you are looking for a place to stop on your way to Key West. Also, if you don't need to wait to check in, maybe you're in a hurry to get there, like sometimes I am, and in that case, don't stop. I know we're lucky to live in Florida. We're lucky to live where we do, but this is my place. I love the Keys so much, and every time we come, I think it can't be as good as the last time, or like this is the time that I'm gonna decide that it's overrated and I don't know what I was thinking, but every time it just like makes me fall in love more. It's crazy, and it's also crazy how every time we go, we find new things to do. We haven't run out of things to do yet, and I think when you live here, or when you're here like a lot, it can feel like, oh, there's nothing to do except boat and fish, which I think to some people gets old after a while, but really there's so much to do. We haven't run out yet. We've been coming here a lot for a lot of years, and actually we haven't really done anything in Key Largo. I think we've eaten at 2 or 3 restaurants there, and that's like it. We've never stayed in Key Largo. We haven't done anything in Key Largo. So, I mean, that alone, we're still finding things to do that we haven't run out of, and that's without ever exploring Key Largo.
And here we are. I always get so excited when I see these palm trees. It means that we've made it. So we got to Key West at almost exactly 4 o'clock, which was our check-in time.
Here is home for 4 days, I think, 4 nights, something like that. I will share the links in the description if you're interested. I always get a little bit nervous. You never know what you're really booking. They have good reviews.
Here it is.
Oh my gosh. This is such an authentic Keys cottage. How cute is this? Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to see what's through those doors. Little kitchen here. How cute. This looks just like a Key West cottage, doesn't it? Okay, here is the real. Oh. Man, it's deep.
Yeah, just right on the edge here. It's crazy.
Wow, this is really deep.
Oh man.
Let's do it.
Go up. Wow, this pool is huge.
Yeah.
This house is marketed as a 1-bedroom, and that 1-bedroom is that like front room, which was an addition to the house. It might look like it's a little bit awkward, and that's because it is. It's very, very old, which makes it very authentic, and that's what we wanted. We had never stayed in a conch house before in Key West. We've only ever stayed in hotels, so we were really excited to do that. This house is only 2 blocks from Duval. It was walkable to everything that we could want to do. For the most part, obviously the beaches and things like that are a little bit further away, but we'll cover that in one of our follow-up videos coming soon. Our first stop in Key West is always Fogarty's, and I mean always, every single time. When I interned in Key West a very long time ago, the outgoing interns took us new interns to Fogarty's. It's the first place I ever ate in Key West, so it's really nostalgic for me, and now it's our tradition. But we always get the shrimp BLT, and you're not supposed to feed the chickens, but we have a 1-year-old who really just doesn't know better. After Fogarty's, we decided to head to Mallory Square. If you're not familiar, this is where they have the sunset celebration every single night. Basically, it's a bunch of street performers and vendors. They all come out and you watch them, and you also enjoy the sunset behind Sunset Key, which is the little island across from Mallory Square. So watching the sunset at Mallory Square is a little touristy, but we don't care. It is a must-do at least once, but we honestly do it at least once every time we are in town, if not more, just depending on how long we're in town for. And since we went pretty early, it was not very busy, so it was also a perfect place for our son to just run around and get some energy out before it did get busy. And the end of our first night was spent in our pool. Our first full day obviously started with donuts.
Good morning. It's our first full day in Key West. Our first stop is coffee. On this trip, we're trying to try new coffee shops to us that we haven't tried yet. So this is from Red Booat. It's inside a glazed donut shop.
Donuts are awesome too, by the way.
And so unique. Like
Yeah.
I had a key lime pie one.
Mine was creamsicle, orange creamsicle.
Yeah.
But it's really good, really unique donuts in there, and
It was good. Like we said, I haven't tried my coffee yet because it's hot. We've got a cafe con leche. So we are off to a good start today. One more thing to add is that this coffee shop, Red Booat, it's just off of Duval, about 1 block. So it's on Eaton Street, like literally not even a full block off of Duval. So it's pretty conveniently located, as long as you're staying somewhat close to Duval. But I mean, if you're in Key West, you're probably going to Duval at some point anyways. Okay, we needed more coffee, so we wandered down to the historic Seaport and grabbed some from Cuban Coffee Queen. We're gonna talk more about that in our video that covers like all the best coffee shops in Key West. You've probably heard of it. They are the most recommended coffee place in Key West with several locations throughout the island. The one at the historic Seaport is the most popular for good reason, because you can grab it and go walk around the seaport. This is where you're gonna find the Welcome to Key West sign, that famous sign you've probably seen all over social media.
Really cool mural, and there's like a bunch of shops around here too. It's a cool area to come visit, but definitely the coffee shop is the way to go. This is awesome. Strong coffee too, if you like strong coffee.
So grab your coffee, wander around the historic seaport, and enjoy your day.
Okay, so Cuban bagel, got cream cheese and honey, everything bagel seasoning. Wow. Okay. It's really good. Another benefit to walking around here and getting coffee is that it's not very busy in the morning times around here, so you can kind of get in and out of shops, and it's not like overwhelmingly crowded like it will be probably midday today. So.
Good job.
Oh, look at that. Here, grab some more.
If you are a Jimmy Buffett fan, you might recognize this building. It's called Shrimp Boat Sound, and it was a small recording studio. I mean, it still is, but Jimmy Buffett used it on occasion. He filmed a few of his albums there. Now it's covered with stickers and other memorabilia for him, and it was really, really cool to see. I actually have a video coming out of some of the stops that you'll want to see in Key West if you're a Jimmy Buffett fan. Some of the places he loved to go, some of the places that he just touched. He really made an impact on the island, and the island also made an impact on him. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you're subscribed because that will be coming out.
All right, we just went to Carpon Harrys. We got some, they serve like breakfast and lunch kind of all day, so you can kind of do whatever you want. I think we all got breakfast though, which was really good. I got this like country steak fried thing with gravy, just went all out on it. Had a few beers last night, that helped out a ton. What'd you get?
I got the key lime pie French toast. There's a literal piece of key lime in between the French toast, which sounds kind of crazy, right? Like it doesn't sound like it'd be good. So it's funny that I ordered it, but it was so good. I highly recommend it. So unique and so good. Amazing service. Really neat atmosphere. There's some indoor seating and some outdoor seating. The indoor just feels like authentic, like old cafe kind of, right? And then like outdoors, it's fun to people watch. You're right in the main area, so there's always people walking by. So it was a great spot for breakfast. Highly recommend, especially if you want breakfast later in the day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We came back to the house after our morning out for a quick swim, and this was actually Claire's first time in a pool ever, which is really, really fun. When the kids went down for a nap, we left them with my mom and headed out to a couple of our favorite places. This is Rick's, and it's right on Duval. Our next stop was right here at Captain Tony's. It's a classic, you have to go there. And then our last stop for a drink was at the Green Parrot. Green Parrot is well loved by both locals and by visitors. They have free popcorn, the beer is cold, it's amazing. They have live music. They were just getting ready to set up the live music when we had to leave, but definitely check out the Green Parrot. Everyone loves it. We made a really quick stop at the store called Coast on our way home. It's our favorite store in Key West, so definitely check them out as well if you are in town.
We are at Seaside Cafe, which is right next to the southernmost point. Man, the food here. Oh, hotel.
sorry.
Well, and southernmost point's right down there.
Oh my
isn't it?
gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me correcting you for no
Hey, there we go.
reason.
Very good. Oh my God, the best food we've had since we've been here.
That's saying
The
a lot.
lobster pizza was amazing. They had these little pokey cup things. They had what was that?
Oh my gosh. It was like
this
a lobster salad on a honey
biscuit.
biscuit?
Oh
Oh my
man,
gosh, that was my
everything was
favorite.
phenomenal. Everything was kind of lobster related or seafood related. So
and all three of us felt like picked a different favorite.
Yeah.
Like, for real, it was because it was all so good.
yeah, it was really good. Drinks are great too. Obviously, they have a good selection
Yeah,
of different
obviously the
drinks.
drinks were good. Which is
Yeah.
why I keep cutting you off. I'm so sorry.
The margaritas were really good. But anyway, yeah, all awesome.
And it's on the water.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
on
on
the
the water. And it's just right next to the southernmost point. So it's the southernmost point is just like a block that way, but it's attached to the mansion. What's it called? The
Yeah, I
Seaside
think
Mansion?
it's just the southernmost point mansion, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
I think.
It's either the southernmost point mansion or Seaside Mansion, but it's the Seaside Cafe that we're at.
Go up.
Up?
Nope. There you go.
Okay,
No,
up.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
mansion is where we're
Maybe
outside
that's what
of.
it's called.
There's the
Oh.
restaurant. But yeah, we had a really good time.
10
It
out
was
of 10.
awesome, yeah. What's going on?
That covers our travel day and first full day in Key West, but we were actually in Key West for 4 days, so we will cover more next week. Hopefully you're subscribed so that you can join us for the rest of this trip, and thank you so much for watching.
Hey, William. Which park is your favorite? Oh. Any park
That has goldfish.
that has goldfish.